Okay, so, being broke. Fun topic. Really thrilled to be here talking about this. Honestly, I didn't even want to make this video, but my bank account has $12 in it, so here we are. Let's get this over with. Look, if you've ever had to choose between buying lunch or having gas money, if you've ever done mental math at the grocery store to make sure you don't go over budget, or if you've ever said, "I'm good," when your friends invite you out because you literally cannot afford it, yeah, you know what being broke feels like. And it sucks. Let me explain why. Not because I want to, but because apparently I have to. Here's the thing about being broke that nobody talks about. It's not just about not having money. It's about the constant stress, the anxiety, the mental exhaustion of always calculating, always worrying, always saying no. You check your bank account and it's like playing Russian roulette. Please have money. Please have money. Oh, cool. $3.47. Guess I'm not eating today. And people who've never been broke, they don't get it. They're like, just budget better. Just save money. Just don't buy coffee. Susan, I'm not broke because I bought a $5 latte. I'm broke because rent is $1,500, my paycheck is $1,600, and life costs money. It's not a budgeting problem. It's a not having enough money problem. And here's what being broke actually does to you. There's this thing called scarcity mindset. When you don't have enough money, your brain goes into survival mode. You're constantly stressed about finances, which means you can't think about anything else. Studies show that financial stress literally lowers your IQ, not because you're dumb, but because your brain is using all its energy worrying about how you're going to pay rent instead of, thinking clearly. So when people say just make better decisions, it's like, my guy, I can't make better decisions because my brain is too busy trying to figure out if I can afford eggs this week. And let's talk about the cycle. Being broke costs money. Sounds backwards, right? But it's true. Can't afford a car? You're taking the bus. That takes longer. You lose time. Time you could have used to work more or rest. Can't afford to buy in bulk? You're buying small amounts at higher prices. Can't afford preventative health care? You're waiting until something's really wrong and now it's way more expensive. Can't afford a good apartment? You're stuck in a place that's falling apart and now you're spending money on repairs or dealing with health issues from mold. Being broke is expensive, and that's the most frustrating part. Oh, and society loves to blame you for it. You're just not working hard enough. You're lazy. You make bad choices. Dude, I'm working 2 jobs and still can't afford a 1-bedroom apartment. The system is broken, not me. Minimum wage hasn't kept up with inflation. Rent has tripled. College costs a kidney. Healthcare costs the other kidney. But sure, it's my fault I can't afford avocado toast. And being broke is isolating. Your friends want to go out, you can't. They don't understand why you're always saying no. Eventually, they stop inviting you. Now you're broke and lonely. You see people online flexing their vacations, their new cars, their nice apartments, and you're sitting there like, I just want to afford groceries without having a panic attack. It messes with your mental health. You feel like a failure, like everyone else figured it out except you. But the truth is, most people are struggling too. They're just better at hiding it. Or they're in debt pretending they're not. So what do? Honestly, there's no magic solution. Being broke sucks and sometimes you just have to survive it. But here's some real advice. Track your spending. Not to shame yourself, but to see where your money actually goes. Sometimes you're spending on stuff you didn't even realize. Cut what you can, and I mean really cut. Subscriptions you forgot about, delivery fees, anything that's a nice to have but not a need to have. Find side gigs if you can, not because you should have to work 80 hours a week to survive, but because sometimes that's the reality. And talk to people. Stop pretending you're fine. If your friends are real, they'll understand. Suggest cheaper hangouts, free stuff, parks, game nights at home, whatever. And look, if you're broke right now, it doesn't mean you'll be broke forever. Sometimes life is just hard for a season. Sometimes it's hard for years, but it's not a reflection of your worth. You're not a failure because you're struggling financially. The system is designed to keep people broke. That's not on you. So yeah, being broke is stressful, exhausting, and isolating. It costs money to be broke, and society loves to blame you for it even though the game is rigged. But you're surviving. And that's more than enough. Anyway, that's it. Go figure out how to make rent now. Yeah, that's it. Chat out.